This looks so good and it feels so good as well.
This is the new Insta360 X4 that has just been released, and in today's video, I'm gonna be taking it out, putting it to the test, and giving it my first impressions. But first, let's go over the camera itself and check out the hardware and spec upgrades because there are a lot of things that I'm excited about. So I actually own the Insta360 One X2. As you can see, it's seen better days. I bought it literally 1 week before the X3 came out, so I'm not able to compare the X4 to the X3. But side by side to the X2, you can definitely see some major updates. And starting off with the most noticeable thing for me is the massive 2.5-inch Gorilla Glass touchscreen, the X3 being only 2.29 inches, and the X2, well, this little window thing that I rarely ever used. Powered by a larger 2,290 milliamp battery with up to 135 minutes of runtime, which is 67% better than the X3. Now, what I am most excited about for the hardware upgrades is the removable lens guards. If we take a closer look at the cameras here and the lenses, they have little grooves where you mount the new removable lens guards. As you can see on the X2, and it's the same for the X3, there's no grooves or anything like that. The old lens guards used to just stick on and stay on. But now here are the removable lens guards, which are just as simple as lining it up and clicking it into place like that. Grab the other side, line it up, click it in, boom. And the removable lens guards are on just like that. These are the standard lens guards that come in the box of the X4. So they recommend not using these ones when filming actual footage because they can degrade the quality a little bit, but they do have premium lens guards that you can buy later on, which I will most likely be doing. The reason I am so excited about removable lens guards is I'm hoping manufacturers and companies build ND filters for these 360 cameras in order to get the smooth motion blur, natural smooth motion blur. And I'm gonna talk more about that further on in the video when we go for the actual ride, but yeah, I think that could be something super sick. So yeah, for now, I'm gonna be removing these standard lens guards to make sure I get the highest quality, and that's the risk I'm willing to take. Now let's quickly run through the spec updates of this new X4 because I am eager to go for a ride and test this thing out. The X4 can now shoot at a massive max resolution of 8K at 30 frames per second. Also 5.7K at 60 frames per second for super high quality slow motion, and even slower 100 frames per second at 4K in 360 mode. These cameras have two modes, 360 mode and also single lens mode where it uses just one side to film. And that has also been upgraded with 4K at 60 frames per second from the X3 having only 4K at 30 frames per second. So you can now do slow motion in single frame mode. But now I think that's enough talking about it inside my room. Let's turn this camera on, mount it on the bike and anywhere else I can think of, and test it out in the real world. All right, and we are back out on the CB650R and we're gonna go out on a ride to test the Insta360 X4 in the real world. And if you guys don't know what Insta360 X2, X3 and the new X4 is, it's basically a 360 camera. It's got two 180-degree lenses that capture absolutely everything, everywhere, even up here. Even up here. And the X4 is a new addition. Oh, and you guys see the new boots? I've been wanting these things for so long. They finally came up. They look so fresh. I haven't actually done a flip in them yet, so I'm gonna do that real quick. Let's get the first flip in these boots. Woo! That was clean. Nice. Let's do one with the ocean background. Can you see me? Of course you can. You're a 360 camera. Oh, kind of sketchy, but that was good. That was all just shot in 5.7K 60 FPS, so nice, smooth, slow motion at super high quality. Now we're gonna switch over to 8K, 30 frames per second, and go do some motovlogging and put it to the proper test. It's really windy today. It's cold as well. Autumn in Australia right now. It's getting nice and cold. I'm pretty empty on fuel though, so I'm gonna have to stop here real quick. Please no one hit me, please. All right. What are we gonna go with today? We're just chucking some 95. There we go. How much does it cost? $227. Wow. 20 bucks and 9 liters. Right, check this out, ready? Stop recording. Ready. Thank you. You thought that was cool? Ready? Start recording. I hope. Yep, it's recording. See that sick shot I just got? Oh wow, I forgot to close the cap. And I didn't take the key. That's just what happens when you have so much on your mind, like you're recording a video, you forget important stuff. Someone could have ran off with my X4. Oh, and the bike, obviously. Yeah, so if you're wondering how I did that, the Insta360 X4 comes with voice commands, but you're probably also wondering how I did it whilst I was in the service station, whilst I was in the shop, nowhere near the camera. Basically, I have the Insta360 X4 hooked up to my Cardo PackTalk Edge right here, and they communicate to each other Bluetooth, which is sick. So I can do voice commands, and I can't say the word right now, otherwise it'll, you know, it'll stop. Bro, the screen is still on the X4. It's so massive. It could be like a rear view. It's literally a rear view. The X4 connected to the Cardo, the voice commands isn't the only thing it can do. It is actually also set up as a Bluetooth microphone. So the microphone that the Cardo uses to talk to like other riders and stuff like that is the microphone that the X4 is picking up right now through Bluetooth. So let's just switch over to that right now and you'll be able to tell the quality difference. So we are on the Cardo microphone right now connected to the X4. This is what it sounds like. Cardos are really good at completely getting rid of wind noise and also the actual engine noise. So all you're going to be able to hear right now is my voice. I don't know how it does it, but yeah, it's pretty cool. But you're not able to hear the bike, which is something that I like. So the Cardo mic isn't going to be as good as this Rode lavalier actual proper lav microphone that's plugged into the Ace Pro right now. But literally all you need to get into this space, all you need to get into motovlogging is an X4 and a Cardo, and you're good to go. And you can just make simple moto vlogs with a 360 camera, a million different angles. It's so good. Damn, we got the freaking e-bike crew. None of them are on the Ants Bros bike, so can't give them respect, can't give them respect. But yeah, this is my go-to motovlogging setup now. We just got the X4 for the third person shots and the Ace Pro for the POV stuff. It's perfect setup, full Insta360 setup, perfect. Where are we gonna go today? Can't decide. How about we go up this mountain? Why not? Why not? Somewhere different. There's nobody coming. Currently shooting at 8K. So a big jump from 5.7K, 8K, that's pretty intense. So I'm hoping the footage looks nice, crisp and sharp. They do recommend only shooting in 8K during the day. It's not so good at low light. And also it's possible that it can overheat the camera, so make sure you're moving. It's got some wind. It's got some wind like right now hitting the camera. It's probably fine at the moment. But the thing I am actually most excited about on the new X4 is the removable lens guards. They used to just be sticky guards, which means no one is really gonna make like ND filters that are sticky that can't come off, because you want to take them off and on all the time. And now that they're removable, I feel like manufacturers and companies are going to produce some ND filters for the X4, and getting natural smooth motion blur with the shutter speed rule on the 360 camera is going to be so sick. I really hope it happens, and if it doesn't, I'm going to take it into my own hands and try and, I don't know, it's pretty ambitious, but try and manufacture it myself. I feel like I could, but I'm currently not running the lens guards right now because the standard lens guards come in the box with the X4. Those can actually degrade the quality a little bit, and you can really see lots of specks and dust on them. So they recommend not to use the standard lens guards. They're really just to protect it if you're doing something like really dangerous and you know it's probably going to get smacked. But they do have premium lens guards which you have to buy separately, and when this camera comes out I'm going to be doing that. It's actually out right now, so if you guys are interested in this camera at all, please use the links that I have down in the description below. It really helps me out a lot. But for now, obviously we don't have ND filters, obviously we can't put the shutter speed at 1/60, otherwise it'd be way too bright. The only other way to get motion blur in this shot to make it look a little bit more cinematic, more engaging, they actually have a feature now in the desktop app and the phone app which is called Motion ND, so it adds artificial motion blur, which actually looks really good. I'm going to turn it on right now. And this is with artificial motion blur, so as you can tell, it does actually look pretty good. I don't currently know where I'm going, we're just riding and enjoying the ride. Actually a good test right now whilst going decently fast, and there's lots of wind noise and everything like that. We're going to switch back to the Cardo microphone now, and you're going to see what this microphone sounds like. So it's literally just my voice, no wind somehow, I don't know how. Now switch back to the lav and there's all this wind. You can also hear the engine though, not much because my bike is pretty quiet, I don't have an exhaust on it. But yeah, that's the two microphones compared, the comparison between the lav going into the Ace Pro and the car door connected straight to the X4. So okay, now we have the X4 mounted on the rear for that famous third-person GTA kind of shot. Before we get into that, I'm going to show you another feature that the X4 has, and that is gesture controls. So right now I'm standing here, the X4 isn't recording, it is on though, but I have gesture controls on. All I have to do is hold my palm up like this. As long as I'm in the shot, it's going to start recording like it just did there. Now we're recording on the X4 without pressing anything, just with hand gestures. Pretty sick. Let's go test out this angle. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Riders are so nice. You're just checking to see if I was okay. Just filming. Oh, this kickstand's down. Good one, Jesse. So yeah, it's palm out to start recording and stop recording, and it's just a peace sign to take a photo. And the hand gestures are pretty sick. I'm not sure how often I'll use them. I'm sure I'll find myself using them at some point. This is not the smoothest road to be doing this third person shot right now. The camera's wobbling around everywhere. But yeah, this is one of the best motorcycle shots ever. It just looks so good. It looks straight out of a game. And the only way to do this is with a 360 camera. So yeah, it's so sick. One of my favorite updates on the X4, I can't really talk with the X3 as I didn't have it, but on the X2, you could really only shoot in 5.7K 30 frames per second. You couldn't really do slow motion on that camera. Like, don't get me wrong, it had it, but the quality was just so bad it looked like a potato. I can't really speak for the X3. I don't know how that looks. I know it does 3K at 100 frames per second, but on the X4, we have 5.7K at 60 frames per second, so it's super high quality slow motion, and also 4K at 100 frames per second. So super slow motion, but still decent quality coming out of the X4. And I tested that out the other day on the Sur-On, getting some sick shots. There's no real point doing 100 frames per second, like while riding on the road right now, because it's basically just the same thing. You want to be looking like you're going fast, not slow. But when doing motocross and wheelies, like on my Sur-On, 100 frames per second looks so sick. So I'm going to cut to some sample footage I shot on the Sur-On in slow motion. That footage look coming out of the X4. I'm so happy with the slow motion updates and quality updates that I'm going to be able to start using slow motion like properly with this 360 camera, unlike on my X2. I did that angle that I made a video about in one of my last videos, the angle with the pole on the chin with the 360 camera to get that helmet locked on shot, and it turned out so sick. But honestly, that isn't the safest kind of camera angle to set up, so I wouldn't recommend trying it. But just don't be an idiot and be careful and make sure you know what you're doing. So the Insta360 X4 isn't just a 360 camera, it can also utilize just using one lens, and that is single lens mode. So if you want to do like POV shots like the Ace Pro is getting right now, you just need to chuck it over to single lens mode. But that has always been a thing on the past Insta360 X series cameras, but now you can do 4K at 60 frames per second. So they've added slow motion to single lens mode, which is so cool. I got some shots on the Sur-On, 170 degree angle FOV, which is super wide. It looks so good. I wouldn't say it replaces the Ace Pro. The Ace Pro is definitely better at these POV chin mount kind of shots. It's kind of made for that, but the massive wide angle that the X4 is giving does look pretty cool, I can't lie. That's me distracting myself because I have no music in my car right now. If you're a person that absolutely needs music while riding, which is kind of like me, when you have the Bluetooth connected to the X4 for the audio and the voice commands and talking, you won't be able to listen to music. You can only do one Bluetooth connection at a time, so it's either to your phone or it's to the X4. What a beautiful view. Let's go explore. Let's go do some exploring. It's pretty windy. I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear me without this down. Whoa, people are gonna go freaking hang gliding. That looks so fun. Look at this view, isn't this crazy? It's very windy, so I'm not sure if that's going to stay up, but look at this. Oh, no, there it goes.
There it goes, as I was saying. Just fell on grass though, so the lens should be fine. Please don't fall. It is very windy and cold. 360 cameras are so cool. I remember when I got the X2, I was so excited. And then a week later, the X3 came out. For the past year, I've been seeing all the X3 stuff come out, but I've been stuck on the X2. But now we got the X4, so nothing to complain about now. So many people around taking pictures and stuff. I want to go down there. I'm going to go down there. I don't know if I'll be able to get back up though. You're coming with me. All right, let's go. This is a spot. Whoa. Yeah, this is so cool. Oh damn, you can go even further. Probably shouldn't be doing this in my new white boots, but you can go even further. This looks like an actual path. Okay, I think that's it. I think this is as far as it goes. Honestly, it kind of looks like it keeps going, but I'm not going to go any further. I'm happy with this. If you're wondering, we're just using the mic, the Bluetooth connection to the Cardo. That's what we're doing for the connection right now. We're not recording on the Ace Pro at all at the moment, so like this is literally all you need.
I had so much fun shooting with the new X4 for the past couple of weeks. The new spec updates such as 8K, high quality slow motion, and feature updates make it the best 360 camera in the market right now, sitting at $499 USD. And the X3 is 100 less at $399 US, making it a more budget-friendly 360 camera, but still capable of getting crazy high quality shots. Massive thank you to Insta360 for sponsoring this video and letting me test out the X4 early. This wasn't a review video, this was my first impressions and opinion of using the camera. I'll make a review video in the coming weeks to months after I have more use with it. With that being said, stay tuned for my upcoming videos with this camera. I've got some sick ideas to try. That's it for this one, and remember, if you're interested in this camera, to use my affiliate links that are in the description. Show this with some respect, click here for more videos like this, and I will see you over there.